least he's already screaming something out to Peter. I wonder what that was. Maybe a good luck message. Anyway, they're underway. It's the first round of the under 73 kilo category. Peter SCHARINGER and Fausto BIVIECA.
I think that Hilde explained to that normally she's a fighter, but just in this case,
right,
she has to sit in the in this chair, in the coach's chair, because
there's no coach.
Yeah,
he's busy
for coaching
right,
Peter.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I've seen SCHARINGER pull that technique off before. You know, he's normally, stand upright and, nice big Uchimata Harai Goshi.
You were the one this fight on mat number 3 against Santos of Brazil.
I'll let you keep up the under 60 kilo category sheet. And now on to mat 2 comes the European champion from 2010, Sugoi Uriarte of Spain. He's up against Alonso Wong of Peru. Elio Verdi, just as Annette was saying, has won his contest against the Brazilian Diego Santos. That's in the under 60 kilo category. Kitadi is the one in the 60s for Brazil, to be honest. He's the one to look out for. There's SCHARINGER's Uchimata. He missed out there. He really telegraphed that. You could see that coming from a mile off. And Fausto BIVIECA blocked that pretty easily. Just collapsed on him.
Yes. Could be a bit awkward for Peter SCHARINGER. I can imagine, because I can imagine that he was never fighting against
BIVIECA. Yeah, you've said that. Yeah, you said that before.
He doesn't know him, and
they're awkward, and they
sometimes it's insecure. You feel insecure, and you're not so secure with your techniques, and go into and lose your grip to be safe. Because sometimes there are some unexpected reactions that can bring you in danger.
Well, we can see the contest to come after this one. That's Benjamin Darbre and Andrea Regis. They're getting ready in the corner. We've still got quite a way to go before that comes.
Will Fraser just entered the mat number 3. From Canada, and he's fighting against Juho Rainbow of Finland. I didn't see Will Fraser for a long time. Not for a long time, but for some time.
I wonder if he's been injured. I did speak to one of the Canadian team, and I think I remember her telling me that he'd been injured. Not quite sure what's happening with the light boards in the back.
Oh yes, they are going crazy.
Absolutely crazy, aren't they? Look.
Hope that the competitors are focused enough not to recognize or not to see this.
Well, that was neat, wasn't it? Yeah.
Committed enough until the end.
Well, it was, the very thing that we were talking about that we said we hadn't seen him do before.
Yes.
He brings it off neatly there, and leads now by Wazari. SCHARINGER is one of those fighters who, he's got lovely judo, really nice judo to watch, and he's just lost a little bit of confidence, I think. He's had a few tournaments where the draw has been tough, and he's come up against some really tough opponents, as happens, and maybe his confidence has just been knocked a little bit. Here he is now, and he leads by Wazari. He's working on the arm, just going to try and roll his opponent over, but BIVIECA was a little bit too clever there, felt that coming and moved the right way and blocked that turnover. SCHARINGER, minute 29 left on the clock, leads here by Wazari. I hope that everybody can see all the action and everything's working on all the mats. We do obviously have a technical expert, you know, keeping a check on everything, but there are 4 mats to look at, so he's going to try to look at each mat on a reasonably regular basis. Annette and I are stuck on one. We're watching the under 73 kilo category, but we had a message from Robert Nowworthy. Well, Robert, I hope everything's working for you, pal, and you're managing to see all the action that you want. And you wanted to watch I think it was the under 60 kilo category on mat 3. Let's hope that everything is in order for you. That's the second time that BIVIECA's belt has come undone in that, you know, complete fashion, not just loose but fallen to the ground around his leg, so he's obviously doing something wrong. It's one of those slippery belts. Yeah, I think we've got quite a few contests to look forward to. Sergio Pessoa in the under 63 kilo category. He's going to face Olli Sundström of Sweden in a few fights' time. That's Fraser Will's biggest competition in the under 60s, I think.
Just 14 seconds to go. And in this case, you don't need to throw your opponent with Ippon. The most important thing is have everything under control if you're leading, and if you don't know about the reactions of your opponent, just make it safe and be tactical clever.
Yeah, I don't think SCHARINGER is going to do anything out of the ordinary. He didn't need to. Took it fairly easily in the end. A win by Wazari there, and SCHARINGER will face João Pina in the next round.
Interesting.
Well, Pina won the European Championships when they were in Vienna, didn't he? Did he win the under 73s in Vienna?
Let's have a look.
That was in 2010. This year they were in Istanbul. So Annette, our speedy check on who won what, the European Championships.